President Trump that a president in office should be engaged in so much business activity?
Well, I'm really not. My kids are running the business.
But
I'm here.
you are also...
You know what the activity, where are you from?
I'm from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, Four Corners program.
Well, the Australians, you're hurting Australia, right? In my opinion, you are hurting Australia very much right now. And they want to get along with me. You know, your leader is coming over to see me very soon. I'm going to tell him about you. You set a very bad tone.
Well,
go ahead, John.
Trump, you can
set a nice...
Before we dive into this jaw-dropping tale of diplomatic fireworks on the White House lawn, do me a quick favor. If you're hooked on these deep dives into global political intrigue and fearless journalism, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's unpack this explosive encounter that turned a sunny morning press gaggle into an international storm, potentially reshaping US-Australia ties and spotlighting the raw power clash between press freedom and presidential ego. Picture this: the iconic White House grounds bathed in golden morning light, reporters milling about like bees around a hive, all hoping for a soundbite from the commander-in-chief. Enter President Trump, striding out with his signature confidence, fielding questions on everything from policy to personal ventures. But then, amid the softballs, comes a curveball from down under. John Lyons, the sharp-eyed America's editor for Australia's ABC Four Corners, steps up with a question that's as straightforward as it is searing. Just how much richer has Trump gotten since reclaiming the Oval Office? Trump brushes it off at first, crediting his kids for handling the empire and noting most deals predated his return. Fair enough, but Lyons isn't one to let spin slide. He presses harder. But is it appropriate, President Trump, that a president in office should be engaged in so much business activity? Boom. That's the spark that ignites the blaze. In a split second, the vibe shifts from routine to riveting. Trump zeroes in, asking Lyons' origins, and upon hearing Australian Broadcasting Corporation, Four Corners, his face hardens like storm clouds gathering. The Australians, he snaps. You're hurting Australia very much right now. It's not just a rebuke. It's a veiled threat laced with diplomatic dynamite. Trump escalates, noting Australia's Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, often called Albo for short, is en route for a high-stakes visit. Your leader is coming over to see me very soon. I'm going to tell him about you. You set a very bad tone. Ouch. What started as accountable journalism morphs into a geopolitical grudge match, with Trump wielding US influence like a club to swat at a foreign reporter daring to probe his business entanglements. This isn't your average press bat. It's a masterclass in how one MIC drop can ripple across oceans. Lyons, a veteran with a rep for slicing through BS as ABC's former global affairs guru, embodies that gritty Aussie journalism spirit. No fear, no favors, just facts. He's there to grill on potential conflicts, like Trump's self-funded White House ballroom upgrade, questioning if a sitting president should juggle Oval Office duties with empire building. In Australia, such scrutiny is par for the course. Politicians get roasted daily to keep democracy crisp. But in Trump's orbit, it's apparently a bridge too far, especially from an outsider whose homeland relies on US alliances for trade pacts, defense shields like AUKUS, and Pacific stability against rising powers like China. The timing? Pure chaos fuel. Albanese's trip is no vacation. It's a meticulously orchestrated push for stronger ties amid global tensions, from Indo-Pacific security to economic deals. Now, imagine Albo's team in Canberra, jaws dropping as they watch Trump vow to taint the talks over one journalist's tenacity. It's like a torpedo to carefully laid plans, forcing Aussie diplomats into frantic spin control. Will Trump really gripe about Lyons during their huddle, turning a summit into a scolding session? Or is this classic Trump bluster, meant to intimidate but fizzling out? Either way, it exposes a chasm. Trump's view of alliances as personal leverage versus Australia's fierce guard on media independence. If he pushes, it could chill foreign correspondents everywhere, making them think twice before poking the bear. Zoom out, and this saga underscores bigger truths about democracy's fragile edges. In an era of polarized politics, where US reporters often tiptoe around power, Lyons' boldness highlights what's at stake when the press plays nice. His question isn't nosy, it's essential, probing if personal wealth clouds public service. Trump's retort? A reminder that autocratic vibes can seep into even the leader of the free world, using bilateral bonds to muzzle critics. For Australia, it's a wake-up. Lean too hard on Uncle Sam, and you risk editorial strings attached. China must be smirking, noting the playbook for their own media meddling. As Albanese jets off, perhaps squeezing in FaceTime amid Trump's schedule, including that Samba, Arizona funeral for activist Charlie Kirk. The world watches. Will this blow over like a summer squall, or linger like a diplomatic scar? Lyons, undeterred, keeps reporting from the front lines, a beacon for journalists globally. This White House showdown isn't just news. It's a thriller about power, press, and the perils of speaking truth to it. If it leaves you pondering the health of alliances and accountability, drop your thoughts in the comments. What would you ask Trump if you had the MIC? And hey, if this fired you up, share it wide to spark the convo. Stay tuned for more unsparing breakdowns. Peace out.